Hello there, friends. Amyenergy here with a pick a card reading for you. We are going to be doing a reading for Mars entering Virgo today. So we're just going to take a look and see how that energy is affecting us. We're going to be doing my Mars tarot spread. And if you'd like to view that spread, I do have a graphic on my Instagram at amyenergy. Okay, Mars is moving into Virgo today, July 29th, and it will be in Virgo until September 14th. Okay, so go ahead and take a moment to meditate on Gnome 1, 2, and 3, and see which one of these gnomes is calling to you. And we will go ahead and get into the reading. Okay, pause the video now if you need to. All right, let's get into number 1. If you chose Gnome 1, this reading is for you. Working with the Pride Tarot, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Definitely appreciate your engagement, your support. Thank you for being here. Let's get into it. We're going to look at what is worth fighting for. Okay, our personal resourcefulness and how to focus our energy. Okay. All right. Some of you, if you have Mars in Virgo, you might be going through your Mars return right now. So this could even be a special, powerful message for you if that is the case. All right, but this is my Mars tarot spread. So I definitely love to do this reading whenever I'm having my Mars return. Okay, we're going to definitely get some Rebel Oracle cards because that seems very appropriate for Mars energy. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it here. All right. What is worth fighting for message number 1? Okay, wow, this is beautiful. We have the King of Cups and the Star coming out. Okay, so I feel like our recognition is worth fighting for. And whatever path we are on right now, I do feel like we could be on a healing journey or a spiritual journey or both. Okay, but with the King of Cups, you know, this is the space between soft and tough love, right? And so I definitely feel like you are worth fighting for. You are worth, even if you have to be a little tough on yourself. I'm not saying be hard on yourself, but tough love, right? Like making yourself eat breakfast every day, something like that. I feel like that's really a priority right now, okay? And we have don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards, okay? Definitely true. Definitely, absolutely. So that, I mean, truly, what is worth fighting for right now? Number 1, what is worth fighting for is your space to heal, your right to feel through whatever you're going through and to do whatever it takes for you to be able to keep a healthy mind. Okay, so if you have to cut people out of your life, whatever you have to do, it's worth fighting for your recognition and for your spot as a leader, right? Because I do feel like you are a healer and you have really good discernment. And so I do feel like, you know, if there is a space that you're wanting to get into, right, it's worth it. Fight for yourself, update the resume, and allow yourself to shine. That's worth It's worth fighting for. Don't think small about yourself at all. If you're interested in something and you think like, oh, I don't have enough expertise, you're actually a leader. You actually do have enough. So really believe in yourself and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Okay. You are worth fighting for. Yes. I love that. Okay. Wow. Whew. And now let's look at our personal resourcefulness here. Okay. We have the Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords. Okay. So I feel like we are very good at processing information, right? With the Four of Swords, we're really good at knowing when we need to take a break and knowing when we need to go. I feel that, right? With the Knight of Swords, I definitely feel like we're really good at, not only processing information, but communicating. Like, I feel like we could work in a type of, you know, I don't know, just like a fast paced environment, like where we're doing a lot of communicating, processing orders. I feel like maybe this is a type of work that we've done a lot in our life, like a lot of different customer service jobs, computer office work. Okay, so I feel like we're really, really skilled at this. And so that's like a resource that we have that we can actually use for ourselves, right? All right, we have some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up, okay? Yes, I feel like there is going to be an opportunity here for you to use your skills that you've achieved over the years in your work, right? But use them instead for your own benefit instead of like for some like evil, money addicted capitalist dirtbag, So I really think that's beautiful. I definitely am feeling that for you, number one. Okay, wow. All right, and how are we going to focus the energy? Ooh, we got the Five of Swords. Okay, wow. And the Three of Cups. So, wow. I do feel like we're really sorting through our friend group. Like we might be, yes, we're working out some issues here. We have shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. Forgive, let that shit go. Yeah, I feel like Pile One, we might be forgiving a situation within our friend group, okay? We might be really like able to see things from a higher, more clear mind than we were able to see at some other point in the past, okay? Because I do feel like with this King of Swords on the bottom, I mean, this is over your entire reading, and this King of Swords definitely applies to each of these aspects that we've talked about as well. But I definitely feel like specifically in this situation here, where we're wanting to focus our energy, I feel like it's really important for us to be able to be in our integrity, to really address any issues in our past, right? We don't want to just let lingering negative feelings and energy out there. Like, even if we just apologize to someone just so they like quit talking bad about us, like, that's fine. Like, we don't even have to really like, it's not like, I mean, if we hurt somebody, we should be sorry about it, but like shame, regret, those are just bullshit, right? We don't want to like sit around feeling guilty about this. So we just need to forgive and move on so that this energy isn't in our friend group, right? I feel like we might have just had a friend, had an issue, and so this like energy is just like lingering around, and we don't love that. So I feel like we do need to look at things from a more mature perspective here with the King of Swords. Okay. And I do feel like that's coming over here too in like what's worth fighting for. Your integrity is worth fighting for, right? your reputation, your right to stand, because I feel like if you are letting, if you're letting this petty stuff go on and not addressing it and not correcting it, then it could be like affecting the way people see you. And they're not going to see that you're actually an authority and a leader in your field because they're, kind of seeing this immature, petty behavior. So, you might be just thinking, oh, I'm going to level up. I ain't even going to address these haters. Okay. And I'm not saying address all the haters, but I feel like if someone was your friend and you had a falling out, we need to address it. We need to at least clean it up a little bit. Okay. And, again, King of Swords over here in our personal resourcefulness as well. I feel like we're really leveling up, right? We're going to take these skills that we've previously used for somebody else and we're going to be using them for ourselves. Okay. Again, back to our integrity, right? We don't want to, I feel like we don't want to work for the man. I feel like we don't believe in that. And who would? Who could? Okay, let's get some music oracles for pile 1. All right, we have Keith Richards. Be your own best impersonator. Never be accused of anything you haven't already confessed to. Laugh at your own darkness. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we need to address the haters. Like, even if I feel like with this card coming out, it's like, even if we do it, even, I'm not saying be bitchy. Like, I'm not telling you to be bitchy, but maybe if we did it in like I don't know. No, we don't want to be like low vibing, but I just feel like, we can own who we are, right? In a way that's not harmful to another person. Like, we can still be confident while correcting a situation, right? I don't know if that made sense. All right, but we also have Shakira. Don't dream about the sunset at midday. Know your rights. Travel is the most effective antidote to indifference. Ooh, okay, so maybe we're also doing some traveling. Okay, so that could be interesting. That could be coming up, like, right? There could be some feelings. This could be a situation that's coming up somewhere that we're traveling. Like, maybe we don't live where we're from, or we don't live where some of our friends live in a different place. So we could even be traveling. This could be like friends of friends. Okay, take it how it resonates. All right, but I'm actually going to go ahead and leave it there, pile 1. Truly, I do feel like this Mars energy is going to be a big benefit to you. I feel like it's really helping you to step into your spotlight and step into your confidence, right? So that's why I was kind of saying, like, don't be bitchy about it, but like, if you're addressing a situation, like, even if you were wrong in a situation, like, you don't need to grovel. Like, it's your right as a human being to like be wrong sometimes. Like, you don't need to grovel or be like in shame, regret, and guilt. Like, no, right? You just need to truly be confident and just be like in your integrity, right? And don't like admit to something that you don't really think you did wrong, right? Be real. And I feel like that's what's really this Mars transit, Mars in Virgo. If you'd like to get more idea of like how this is affecting you, and even for this reading, like more in depth on how it could apply to your life, look to see where Virgo is in your astrology chart, what house it is, and then, kind of apply those themes to what house Virgo is in for you. Okay. But I am going to leave it there. Really lovely reading, pile 1. I hope you have a lovely Mars in Virgo transit. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and comment. If you chose Gnome 2, this reading is for you. All right, we're working with the Pride Tarot. All right, doing my Mars Tarot spread. Ooh, the cards are jumpy already. Okay, let's go ahead and get into some cards here. All right, we're going to be looking at what is worth fighting for. Okay, what's worth fighting for? All right, next we're going to pull for our personal resourcefulness. Okay, our personal resourcefulness. Oh, I guess I just wanted to flip them over. Okay, might as well flip them all over now. All right, and then let's pull for how we can best focus the energy, right? 2 cards. How can we best focus this energy? All right. I really just wanted you guys to be able to see the backs of these, so I'll take a moment to show you. Aren't they beautiful? Okay. All right, we have the 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so that's a really lovely energy to have for Mars and Virgo. I feel like, the 9 of Pentacles very much is like, it's Venus and Virgo energy, right? But it's Virgo energy. And so I really love that coming out over your reading. All right. And also, take everything in this reading with a grain of salt. It is a general reading. Okay, and another thing is take a look at your astrology chart and see what house Virgo is. And, you might be able to even get more messages through your own intuition, just applying this reading through the themes of whatever house you have Virgo in. Okay, so just a little tip for maximum enjoyment of this reading. All right, let's go ahead and get some Rebel cards as well, because that seems very appropriate to me for Mars energy, right? Okay, so first we're looking at what's worth fighting for. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Tower. So I feel like we're fighting for our right to start over, right? What's worth fighting for? Our right to be a mess, right? With the Tower and the Page of Pentacles, I feel like this is very chaotic. Okay, the Page of Pentacles isn't very chaotic, but the Tower certainly is. And these energies combined, to me, there is a lot of chaos that's going on. Okay, but there's also a certain amount of groundedness in that chaos here with the Page of Pentacles. And I do feel like, this is going to, this is part of a new beginning, right? So we also have stop talking, shut your mouth and listen, okay? So yeah, I do feel like this could be hard for us with the Tower coming out. That in itself could bring up a lot of emotions for us, a lot of triggers, a lot of stuff from our past, right? Coming up with the Tower. I feel that because I feel like we're a beginner at something, and maybe that just doesn't feel good to us. Like we always want to be the person who has the best ideas or has the most to offer or always has their hand up in class, right? So, you could have strong Virgo placements that are being triggered by this Mars in Virgo even, okay? Because that is like some Virgo energy. I feel like, Virgo is kind of that perfectionist energy. So I definitely feel like, maybe we don't necessarily like people telling us what to do, or, even if it's for our own benefit, like, because I do feel like we could be a student or like trying to learn something new here. And I just feel like, you know, the tower, with the tower, this is also like something unexpected. So, oh, I just feel like, you're worth it here for sure, pile two. Like, you're worth whatever this is that's going on. Um, okay, that's like not making sense. I'm sorry, but like, um, you're worth fighting for, right? And I do feel like it is a fight right now. Like, you're fighting yourself. Like, we're almost our own worst enemy, because I feel like we could even be overreacting to a situation. Like, we could think a situation is the end of the world just because we're not in charge, right? If this is resonating for you. Okay, but now our personal resourcefulness, we have the moon and the Queen of Pentacles, right? So I do feel like we're pretty intuitive here with the moon, and with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like we're really able to keep control of our world, okay? I feel like we're able to, keep everything going, flowing with our house, our business, our community. Okay, I have detox, drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Okay, so I actually do feel like we have pretty good judgment and discernment here with the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that's kind of our superpower, is that we can detox. Like, we have that power to just know what's good for us. Okay, so if we were taking a little hard what I was saying over here, like, I mean, it has to be a little harsh coming out with the tower. But I feel like this is the flip side, right? This is the benefit of these qualities. Like, yes, you typically like to be the one that's teaching, but that's because you're an excellent teacher, and you are, really great when it comes to self-control. You have very good intuition. So when it comes to giving people advice, you have very good advice. So I feel like you're a very good person. You're a very good friend. So it's very important that you do detox, okay? But I do feel like there is somebody in our world coming up right now, and they could really be like, they could have come into our life unexpectedly, and they could be driving us nuts. Like, we could really like not stand this person. Like, I can almost feel like maybe all our friends like this person, right? And it really just triggers a part of us, and we could even be having some feelings of jealousy coming up. Okay, but with this, stop talking and listen. Like, I feel like if we really listen to this person, like, we have good judgment, like, truly in our hearts of hearts, regardless of whatever, like, maybe like petty feelings we might have towards somebody. I feel like we really know that this is a good person. Like, we have very good judgment. And so I do feel like our personal resourcefulness is, yes, it is like, drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, throw some shit out. Like, we are really able to do that. But I feel like we want to be able to, use it as a skill, right? Be able to detox. And when we detox, we want to get rid of things that are not serving us, but we do not want to get rid of things that are serving us, okay? So I feel like there is a situation here that is serving your growth. And I feel like with the moon, you know it, but it still scares you a little bit, right? Like, in your intuition, you really know that this situation, this person is helping you grow, and this is a benefit to you. But it might be hard for you to admit, because I feel like it does trigger some fears. Okay. So how do we want to focus the energy? We have the Six of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Okay. So I feel like I mean, this is beautiful. This is victory here with the Six of Wands. And then with the Ace of Swords, I feel like this is the information that we really need in order to make the strategy that we need to move to the next step. Okay? Don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. Okay? I do feel that, right? So, yeah, I feel like we're kind of wanting to strategize it, okay, but that's not what we want to do, right? We want to break down the seven. We got Six of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So like to me, sevens really speak to strategizing, but I feel like we're keeping it separate, right? We want the six. What we're really truly after here, where we want to focus our energy is understanding the victory that we've had, because a lot of times with the Six of Wands, we've worked so hard to get a victory that we don't even realize that we're actually having a victory, right? And I feel like you've been through a lot here, pile two, right? I feel like that's why all these emotions are coming up. This is past stuff, okay? And I do feel like through that, though, we can honestly have this realization about how far we've come. Okay, it's really beautiful here. So don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. Okay. I do feel like, with this detox, there is a need to kind of step back and not necessarily be the boss, right? Like we're definitely not letting anybody boss us around either, right? We're really self-sufficient here with the Nine of Pentacles, but we're not going to self-sabotage. We're not going to be petty and miss out on a relationship or a teacher or, information that could help us, right? So I definitely feel like that's how we're focusing our energy right now. For this Mars transit, we really want to focus on acknowledging the victories that we've already had, okay? Because that's an important part, right? You don't want to always just be pushing forward, pushing forward, pushing forward. You want to take that time to recognize what you've achieved. That's an important step, okay? Because you need that information to take into your new beginning. All right, but ultimately, pile two, this is a very beautiful reading. I do feel like this Mars transit is going to have you ultimately becoming a more fuller version of yourself. Here with the Nine of Pentacles, okay, we're going to just be really confident and really just able to stand in our power and, not so easily be, threatened by anybody, okay? From the Music Oracle, we have Elvis Presley. You are king. Never let reality stand in your way. Always keep heaven on speed dial. Okay, I do feel that, Virgo. I feel like we need to, what am I saying, Virgo? Mars and Virgo got me thinking all Virgo-y. Okay, pile two. Pile two, I do feel like you have heaven on speed dial. I do. And I feel like some of you might be Virgos too. Okay, but I feel like you really do have that connection though, right? With the moon coming out and the Queen of Pentacles, that was immediately what I felt. Like you really truly are, very intuitive and able to really manifest in your physical world. Okay, we also have Johnny Cash. Making the right enemies is as important as making the right friends. Heaven or hell, it's up to you. Darkness is your friend. Whew. Okay, Virgo. I mean, I really do feel that though. I feel like there's a lot going on here that does have to do with our interactions with other people. So I was feeling a lot of energy about that. So I don't feel like we want to make an enemy. But I do feel like it is definitely something that we are for sure thinking about, and we do want to, and it's, there's nothing wrong with being self-centered, and I think that we really put a negative spin on being self-centered in our society, but that's kind of what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling like in your interactions with others, it's right for you to be completely self-centered right now, right? It just really is. And to really assess how someone is benefiting your life, okay? And make the best choice based on that, right? Lady Gaga on the bottom, turn bad romance into good business. Exaggerate your contradictions, become the star you were born to be. Okay, I feel like that just fits in perfectly, so I'm going to leave it there. Please like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with a friend. That means the world to me. Follow me on Instagram at amyenergy if you want to book a personal. That's in the description box. But most importantly, I hope that you have a fabulous Mars transiting Virgo. Okay, reference back to this video as needed or book a personal with me. All right, take care. If you chose Gnome 3, this reading is for you. All right, we're working with the Pride Tarot. We're going to be doing my Mars Tarot spread. Pulling out here. All right, for what is worth fighting for? All right, what is worth fighting for? Our personal resourcefulness. All right. And how to best focus our energy. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords over this reading, okay? So definitely want to recommend therapy, right? Mental health care, getting a little bit of help in that area. Anytime I see the Eight of Swords, it speaks to that, and it is over our entire reading here. So I definitely feel like this Mars transit could be a really good time for you to, make that priority for yourself, to take that initiative. Okay, so take that how it resonates, if that's helpful for you. All right, we're also going to pull some from the Rebel deck here because that is just so appropriate for Mars energy. All right, just right to the point, no sugarcoating. All right, so let's get into it here. What is worth fighting for? Two of Cups and the Chariot. Okay, this could be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship, but this is someone we love. This is a connection that is really equal. It's really even. Like there is mutual love and respect flowing here. So we love to see that. With the Chariot, I also do feel like there is a shared vision here. Okay. So we see a future with this person. So I do feel like this very much could be our romantic relationship. But this could, it could be a friendship too. Okay, so we have, they broke your heart. Fuck them. Okay, whoa. Okay, now. So, they broke your heart, huh? So I definitely feel like what's worth fighting for might be, a new relationship, or, it could be this, they broke your heart. It could be, it could be like someone else broke your heart, right? Like your heart's been broken in the past. And yes, fuck them, whoever broke your heart. But I do feel like, what's worth fighting for right now is a new connection, right? Our vision for the future, whatever it is that we that we truly want for our future, it's worth fighting for. So I do feel like this Two of Cups is not a person who broke your heart, okay, but I do feel like there could be turmoil in a relationship that's really good because you've had your heart broken in the past, so it might be hard to open up, okay? The energy could even be reversed, like this. There could be another person, like your person could have had their heart broken in the past, and so they might just take a little bit more time to open up, and I feel like they're worth it, right? They're worth having that heart-centered vision, because with the Chariot, it's not a race, right? It's really not. A lot of people will say this is the fastest card in the deck, and more power to anybody to read intuitively how they feel, but for me, intuitively, the Chariot is not a fast car at all. In fact, it can be crawling at snail speed. It's all about the vision. It's like we're going to get there no matter what, no matter how long it takes. So it doesn't have to be the fastest, but it could be the most forceful. Okay, for sure. And so I definitely feel like, our future is worth it right now, right? Like that's what this whole section is about, is what's worth fighting for. What's worth fighting for is our future, and to demand equal give and take for ourselves. Okay? So we definitely cannot, should not, will not, I'm just speaking it, okay? Will not be accepting less than equal give and take, okay? So take that how it resonates for you. All right, and we're going to move on here. So our personal resourcefulness. Okay, with Temperance and the Page of Pentacles, I mean, I don't know how you can get more resourceful than this. Okay, this is the epitome of resourcefulness. With the Temperance card, I mean, look at this card. This is an alchemist. This is somebody who can take what they have and somehow always manage to get what they need, working with only what they have, okay? And with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like we're also an excellent student, so we can really learn and pick up a skill, okay? We have you need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you, okay? So I do feel that. I feel like that could be part of our alchemy here, part of our ritual in manifesting whatever we're trying to manifest new in our world. I feel like we could really need a really good release, okay? But I feel like that's actually our personal resourcefulness. Like, I feel like we're very good at that. We're very good at finding the balance between being able to express our emotions in a healthy way and, utilize that for our own growth, right? So that's really, really beautiful here. And then where to focus our energy, we have the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So we're really focused right now, like I said, with the therapy at the beginning here. I do feel like these two cards are also speaking that to me, right? I do feel like where we are really wanting to focus our energy is on ourself, on our own healing journey, right? On acknowledging everything that's been done to us in our life, okay? Because I do feel like here with the Two of Cups and the Chariot and, this whole section over here, I feel like we could accept less than what we deserve if we're not fully feeling the pain that we've been through, right? Okay, we want to make sure that we're really fully feeling it and acknowledging and breaking those habits, right? We want to make sure that we are letting the situation truly end. Okay, we want to end this cycle. We don't want to have lingering residual stuff going on. And like there's probably no way to ever like avoid that entirely. But I do feel like we can be getting help, right? Oh, and we have this is so crazy because this says figure shit out on your own. Okay, which I feel like is like just conflicting with what I said, which was like seek a therapist. But I do feel like it still applies, right? Because I feel like you do need like alone time to like process. And if you're going to speak to somebody, you need to speak to a professional. I feel like we don't want to go like unloading all this stuff on all of our friends. But I do feel like, and I mean, just because that's not really healthy, like, not that our friends don't want to hear it or that our feelings aren't important to them, but it's just like, I don't feel like it will be helpful. I feel like this is kind of stuff you have to unpack it on your own. Like, and that doesn't mean like without a therapist, but it does mean it's going to be like an internal journey. You're going to have to really like be looking at yourself, right? This isn't like go out and have drinks with your friends, right? That's avoiding the issue. This is like sitting home with your Kleenex and like ugly crying and really like kind of reliving all the pain we've been through in order to, look at it again from a safe space and heal it, right? Because whenever we go through things and we're like in survival mode, I feel like we don't really process it. So then we have to like kind of go through it again and cry and go through the whole thing. And it might feel horrible at the moment. You're like, why is this happening to me? Like, I already lived through this and now I have to live through it again. But I feel like once you live through it again, like from a safe space, like, and you're actually safe to process it and not in survival mode, then you can actually allow the sun to set on the pain and have a new beginning. Okay, let's get us some music oracles. All right, we have Leonard Cohen. When it comes to art, all that matters is telling your story well. Travel lightly through the darkness. Learn to live in the intervals between events. And then we have Dolly Parton. The higher the heels, the closer to heaven. Caution will get you nowhere. The most precious diamonds are sometimes disguised as rhinestones. All right. And on the bottom, we have Hildegard von Bingen. And I butchered that, and I'm sorry. Become like a feather on the breath of God. Gain wisdom through the study of the unknown. The soul is not in the body is in the soul. All right. Well, there you have it, pile 3. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you an absolutely wonderful Mars transiting Virgo. If I didn't already say this already, I do recommend looking and seeing where Virgo is in your birth chart, in your astrology birth chart. And, you can apply those themes to this reading that I did, to what house it's in, right? The house themes for wherever Virgo is. You can, apply that to this reading. It might give you some more messages from your own intuition. Okay, so I just wanted to share that as well. Please like, comment, share this with a friend. It means the world to me. If you want to book a personal, it's in the description box. And I definitely appreciate that, and I would love to connect with you. All right, but most importantly, have a wonderful Mars transiting Virgo. Take care.